Hello, we have been on our question and answer series. So interesting. Last week I answered the question under a category. This week I'm answering a very interesting question. This question is so dear to my heart, and this question is on your screen, but I'll read it to you. Hello, buddy. Thank you so much for the things you have shared on this platform. But how do I overcome the dependency problem? I mean, how do I keep myself happy with my savings and also do something for my family? Please help. Now, this is a major problem. That's why I brought this question up. Major problem. But I will add my answer in this direction to you. This is what I will say. You need to learn how to say no without feeling guilty. The reason why you might have been bothered and concerned about this is it could be your inability to say no and not feel guilty. The reason is that even though if you are from this part of the world, the nation, the third developing nation like Nigeria and all those ones, we have more dependence. But the truth of the matter is this: you are not built to meet every obligation, and you need to realize that. So I will pick it from this point. Learn to say no without feeling guilty. And the way you can help yourself to say no without feeling guilty is to have your priority set every time. Sometimes giving could be your good priority for that time. At the same time, there are other times that saving is your priority. The truth is this: people come to you because they think you have. The reality is this: if it is no longer in your hands, they will also find another person to meet who they now think has. So you're not built to meet every need. It's not every financial obligation that you can actually meet. And a way for you to really solve this problem is your budgeting system. If it's not in the budget, then you don't do it. If you have to do it, then something else must pay for it in your budget. I know it's very tough, but that's just the way to live as a man. You need to have budget for givings. The moment you exceed that budget, maybe for the month or for the quarter or for the year, then you have to put a break to your givings. If you ever have to do it again, then something else must pay for it. You might have to deny yourself personally or deny something somewhere, but never allow the guilt that comes from you saying no to overcome you. So I would like to take it from that perspective. Learn to say no without feeling guilty. And how do you do that effectively? Have a budgeting system. I am dedicating X amount for giving out to anybody that needs it. I don't have to meet the X amount, but I cannot exceed the X amount. If I have to exceed the X amount, then it means that something else must pay for it. You might have to do it because it's an obligation that you cannot throw away. But let me tell you this: whenever you meet an obligation, then let something else pay for it. That means that you are sacrificing, most likely, let it be your personal expense. Maybe you have to reduce your call cost, or you have to reduce your data cost. Whatever it is, just know that nothing should go outside your budget, especially if you are saving towards a project. Because the reality is this: even what you are saving is not enough to get the project done. So by the time you keep on taking out of it, you are elongating the time of your project, and you really don't want to do that. So please, this is my response on this. Dear the person that asked this question, learn to say no without feeling guilty. I know it's a feeling, I have been there, but you need to overcome it. After all, you are going to have to say a lot of no's without feeling guilty. So it might be a good point for you to start learning how to overcome. For instance, the point of saying no, you might have to say no to some of your children's desire, some of the children's wants that they tell you, and not feel that you are being less of a father because you said no to them, or because you are unable to meet such an obligation. But that is one of the ways to train yourself so that you can stand strong at short times. So So learn to say no without feeling guilty, and I'm sure that by the time you do that through your budgeting system, you will do very well. There are a lot of tools on the internet that helps you budget. It's there for you to stay with it and to focus on it. I believe that this answer that I've given, I've instructed you and given you an inkling into how to handle the dependency problem, the dependency and your personal obligation. Thank you so much for your question. I'll see you at the next episode where I'm going to answer another question. Thank you for watching.